What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So watchOS 26.4 is finally here, but this is definitely not a big update. However, we still have small tweaks and improvements here, and obviously is the most stable OS to date, with Apple just releasing it for security improvements and all of that. So let's start with the main change in watchOS 26.4, and that is simply a new average bedtime metric that's been added to the Sleep app. So if you actually wear your Apple Watch to sleep, or you have your phone nearby while you sleep, it will collect data on your sleep stats and all of that. As you can see, I don't ever wear my watch to sleep. I don't know how people do it. If you do, drop a comment down below. It just seems uncomfortable to me. But anyways, what this does is it tracks when you typically go to bed over time and helps you understand how consistent your sleep schedule actually is. When you're actually in the Sleep app on your Apple Watch, or if you go into the Health app on your iPhone, you can find this by looking under Sleep, and you'll now see that average bedtime. Again, unfortunately, I can't show you because, well, again, I don't sleep with my Apple Watch on. Aside from that, watchOS 26.4 really is mainly a stability update. I do see smoother animations when I jump around. Again, if you follow the channel, you know we've seen a lot of hiccups when jumping through some of Apple's own apps here, and it is totally improved in this build. I haven't seen many other hindrances or hiccups along the way. If we go in the Apple Store or the App Store, you can see it takes a second, but once it loads, it populates pretty quickly, unlike some of the other versions in the past. So that's good. I've seen fewer bugs, better reliability across notifications and apps. No longer am I getting delayed notifications from the iPhone to the Apple Watch. That seems to be resolved here. So syncing definitely seems much more on point on this update as well. Aside from that, like I said, there's minor UI refinements as well, minor refinements to the actual look, but nothing crazy. We still don't have a ton of liquid glass. You can see it still looks very transparent as it did before. Same kind of stack, same kind of control center, and more of the same, I should say, that we've seen recently as well. Now, what's not included in this update is obviously no new smarter Siri, and let me actually show you something. Since we obviously didn't even have the new Gemini-powered Siri yet in iOS 26.4, you can see we still just have same old Siri here, no Apple Intelligence, nothing new in that regard, and that hasn't changed in this update, unfortunately. No new watch faces, no new workout features, no new health updates really aside from sleep, and no major redesign either. So that's really all there is with 26.4. Now, getting all the doom and gloom, if you want to call that, out of the way, I am a little bit more excited about 26.5 Beta 1. That should be coming very soon, since in that we should see some remnants of the new Gemini-powered Siri. And what's going to be interesting for watchOS is how that's going to translate over to the watch. Are we going to get those new settings that we just talked about in the watch app for Siri? Are we going to see any AI features coming to watchOS? These are some of the big questions we just truly don't know, but Beta 1 should answer some of those questions in a very short period of time. Again, I know a lot of people want at least a new watch face or at least some other new features. It's just simply not the case here. So talking about 26.5, which should be more exciting, since we are on the 23rd today, hopefully by next week or at least early April, we should finally see 26.5 Beta 1 and some of our questions should be answered. Apple obviously does not drop all new features in Beta 1. Sometimes they gradually roll out over time, and sometimes Apple pulls back features even before a launch. Kind of just showed that with iOS 26.4, with end-to-end RCS encryption being tested in the earlier betas, then removed from the actual final release. So we'll really have to wait to see. Again, battery life has been solid as well on here. It probably has some of the best battery life I've been using and seeing recently. Only about 20% on my Ultra 3 has been lost throughout the day. Of a normal day and a heavy day, it's about 30 to 40%. So still improved, not nearly going through as much as I have in some recent betas either. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? How has watchOS 26.4 been working for you? And what do you want to see in 26.5 betas? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.